What's good? What's good, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of The Urban Platform Speaks. Make sure to like and subscribe as you come into the channel. Check out the content. And I want to speak on a post that I saw about LeBron James, man. A statement he made about Bronny James, and this statement just proved that LeBron James is just proved that he's delusional, man. Um, I want to check. I'm put this post up. And this post just basically says that like Bronny James deserves a spot on the US Olympic roster, right? And so I don't know. I just think that, I can understand that parents when it comes to their kids, like parents are a little bit biased, right? Parents are biased when it comes to their kids, and in their eyes, their kids can do no wrong. But also, there comes a point where you gotta be honest. You know what I mean? You gotta be honest and upfront, especially if you want the best for your kid. And some of the statements, like I remember the first when LeBron said that his son could definitely help out a team. He was better than a lot of the guys that was in the league. To me, even when he first said that, and I didn't believe it then. And then so when you see Bronny James, he went to college. Unfortunately, he had the situation with his heart. But even in high school, I didn't think that Bronny James was all that good. Even, on his team, he was not the best player on his team. He wasn't dominant. I think he was averaging about like 13 points or something like that. And if you think about it, most of the time, well, the majority of the time, when guys are really dominant in high school, those are the ones who have success in college. And even sometimes guys who are not, who are dominant in high school, sometimes they still don't have success in college. But a lot of times, you're not going to be able to average like 13 points in high school and then think you're going to go to college and dominate. That's why those guys get those scholarships. That's why they're ranked like at 4-star, 5-star, 4 stars and all that, because they putting in that work in high school. And so when LeBron James made that statement that Bronny James was, he could help out a team in the league, I just thought it was he was exaggerating and going a little bit overboard. I really did. Recently, a reporter asked LeBron James about like what he thought his son, like Bronny James, his progress, like how much progress he was making, and he didn't really go overboard on that. He just said that considering what Bronny has been through, as far as like that scare he had when he was at USC, the health scare he had, and so he said that kind of stunted his development. So he liked what he's seeing from him, despite what he's been through. But like I said, even before Bronny had that health scare, he was not a dominant high school basketball player. He was not. Only thing that stood out about Bronny James was the fact that LeBron James was his father. Other than that, nothing. Wasn't nothing there that that would catch the eye of a scout or anybody like that, and so I think at this point, instead of answering questions about Bronny James, making statements about Bronny James, I think LeBron James should just leave that alone, because the more he tries to push that narrative on people, I think the more pushback LeBron will get, because the proof just shows different. And then sometimes when you continuously try to make it sound like what you're talking about, and everybody else is wrong, you're definitely going to get some pushback. And I just don't think this situation, like those kinds of statements, help Bronny James. And the treatment that Bronny James is getting, like he don't have to play road games in the G League, that don't really go well for him. And then, like when you have other players who are in the G League on his team working hard and trying to get that call up, and then Bronny James get the call up just because his father is LeBron James. It just don't. I think that all that really just throws dirt on LeBron James' his legacy. I think in the long run, I think that's going to come back and bite LeBron James in the back, in the backside, because I think it just makes him look like he didn't really respect the game. He don't respect his peers and the people in the league. Like, if you're going to, you want to put the best product out there on the court, and if you do anything less than that, and put, you don't put the best product out there, and you don't have respect for the game, you don't have respect for your peers, you don't have respect for the person that you're putting in, his son, he putting in that situation that he know he's not qualified for, and so that so many different levels. I think that LeBron James is just, he just really just disrespects the game. So whatever statement LeBron James make about Bronny James, man, I think, people really not really going to take it seriously. I don't think that, and I think like reporters, when they ask about Bronny James now, they just looking for some content, something to something to write about, basically, because it's evident to everybody that, Bronny James is just not qualified. He's not good enough. Maybe in a few years, if, he worked hard down there in the G League, he'll be able to come up and make an impact. But even that, I don't think that's going to happen, because in my personal opinion, I think once LeBron James leaves the league, I think Bronny James, I think he'll leave right along with him. It's sort of like when a kid gets recruited, to a college, and he wants to bring one of his coaches with him, and that college they'll be like, yeah, you can coach on our staff, and because they're a package deal, they might want that kid so bad that they'll let his uncle or his father or one of the coaches, come up with him. And then as soon as that kid leaves that program, the person that he brought with him go to. They don't get to hold on to that job because they didn't, they came as a package deal. So if you come as a package, you leave as a package. It's not like you earned that per se. But yes, I think that LeBron James should really just like kind of temper those comments that he make about Bronny, because people definitely want to push back on it, just because that they know that it's not true. He's not really qualified for the NBA, number one, and he can't really develop. If you're playing half the games that everybody else play, and you're not as good as them, you're definitely not going to be able to. You're not going to develop. You're not going to advance. And so that's my take on it. Make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave a comment, and I will check you all out in the next video.